Good morning, brothers and sisters, brothers in heaven. What a beautiful morning it is. Finally have a day off. I'm going bowl. I'm going bowl. So we got several logs up yesterday. I've got 11 more today. Hopefully we'll knock them out today. Running across a problem which I knew what was going to happen. I listened to the guy at I shouldn't listen to him. Builds homes. So what I did, I got these rebars. They're about 2 feet long, and had a company cut me some 1/4-inch plates, 6x6, and blow 2 holes in it, and then run the rebar through the center. So when I put it into the Burt tube, those plates would stick up, and I could bolt it on there to the pylons, Burt tubes. The problem is when you sink those plates or the rebar into there, you're coming out several inches. And what's happening is it's, instead of being straight like this, because that rebar and stuff's in the way, it's causing it to be at an angle like that. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to notch 3 inches on that 6x6 wood, 3 inches on this log and 3 inches on that log, and countersink it, I imagine about 3 inches. And then put the blocks of wood on there, so suck it up tight so it'll be straight. And that's the problem I'm having there. So, and I'm only having it on just the center part. You might have it on one more corner, so there's only 3 sections that I'm having problems on. So I'll have to do that today. I did go down there, trade in that rigid belt sander that I bought that burned up on 3 logs. So I traded it for another one. Maybe there was something wrong with that one. So far it's holding up pretty good. I pulled off one log yesterday towards the bottom because I've got them stacked on 2x4s, keep them off the ground. One, it looked like a lot of these have got 12 gauge shotgun shells in them. Bird shot number 4s. You can see the metal in them. There's one log I pulled out. Actually, it's got, looks like bullet holes that went in. And so what I'm doing for the logs is I'm curing it with this stuff. It turns it green. It's kind of like the old wood, like creosote, but it's not creosote. It's something else. And termite proof, bug proof, stuff like that, waterproof it and stuff. So I'm soaking them pretty good. But when I start putting it down there in the holes, bugs start coming out of those things. Of course, it's Alabama. And so we got it cut, cured, put it up there. The bracket is really messing me up. It's going to slow me down now. As for the level of the logs, I'm off about 1/4 of an inch on one corner, I've noticed. The contractor, a good family friend, looked at the level and said, man, that's nothing. That's perfect. We're good to go. Me, I'm picky. I want that bubble to be right in the center. So what we can do is notch the bottom of the log off too, which is all right. It's easy. You don't even have to. You just get. I did go down there. My other circular saw was cutting at an angle like that. Not a whole lot. I mean, just a little bit. But it's enough to notice. So when it cut down straight, instead of being straight, it would cut down at an angle a little bit. Well, I've had that saw. That's a Ryobi. I've had that thing for probably 7 years, 5 years or so. So I went down and got I'm always been a fan of Makita tools. I've got a drill out there. I've had probably about 5-7 years. I've put that thing through everything. And it's just, Makita's just, I've noticed that Makita is just an all-around good tool to have. So I got a circular saw, 7 1/4. Circular saw, paid $119 for it. And you can tell this thing is sturdy. It's heavy too. Kind cut the logs with that. It's so much easier. The plate on it is just, yeah, it's a nice saw. Doing pretty good on that. I did forget to get the tar paper, because where the logs lay on top of the cement, you can't have it directly contact on there. So you need to put like some kind of rubber mat. I mean, I imagine tar paper will do it pretty good. Just fold it up a couple times. That'll bring it up probably about 1/16 of an inch or so, and that'll help with the level on it. But the level's not bad. So what I'll do on those logs, the ones that I have to notch out for that metal plate, is I'll run the circular saw, because I got 6 inches of it that I gotta do. I just, and I'll get a chisel and chisel it out. That'd be easy enough to do. Get enough countersinking into that wood. That'd be good. And suck it up into there, because it can't be off like that. I mean, those logs are set by 40 feet by 24 feet by 40 feet by 24 feet. And it's just a square outline and one down the center at 12 feet. So what you do on top of that, you get the 2x6s, and you build a box on top of that, and then you lay your flooring on that, and then you frame your walls, stand them up. So you got some play in there, but whatever length you do on one side, you got to have the other. It's going to be a bastard size or oblong. You don't need that, because as you go up higher, it's just going to get a lot worse. Along with the level, got to be plumb and level. And so we're going to do that. And I went through all the 80 grit belt sanding paper yesterday. I think I was going to go through 3 of them, but something kept on ripping up the sanding, the belt paper. And I imagine it's from where the lead went into that wood back in whenever. But it's sure nice having the trees around your property milled to build your home. We've come so far. It's taken a little bit of time, because you work a full-time job. You only got Sunday to work, because you get up Saturday morning, you sleep till noon, you really can't get much done. But it's good having all the pillars down. The logs are going up, and so it'll move pretty quickly. Already I've got 1,000 board feet out there now, 2x6s. I've got all the logs that I did from the property, 4x4s, 2x10s, 2x8s, 2x6s, ton of 6x6s out there, true 6x6s. And now I have on order another set of 2x6s, 1,000 board feet, and I have 162 by 4s on order, 9 foot. They're probably going to be about 10 feet in case we have to cut the ends of them off, so I can do the walls. All this stuff is ordered. So in the next week, I'll have those other 2x6s, 2x4s, and then the 2x6s for the rafters. We're getting close. I've been looking at I got to figure out the windows, where I'm going to put the windows, how big the bedrooms are, so I can frame the walls inside the house where exactly I want everything. It's going to be wonderful getting into a house. I got family members in other states, and I'm hearing that this is a different note. Hearing that food supplies in a lot of places are being cut down a lot, and you go to buy meat, you buy some premium meat for 2 steaks, they're paying $60, $80 for 2? You gotta be kidding me. I don't know. A lot of videos out there with people putting current to that graphene oxide and seeing these things move around really weird. almost like they're alive. And I guess this is what is in people. If you done only one shot, you have a percentage you're going to be all right if you didn't feel any effects. But you get a boost, you get a couple shots more and a booster, you're done. They're saying 2 billion people have taken that shot. And I don't know if it's true. I don't know, man. I live out here in the middle of nowhere. I see more deer than I do anything else. That 2 billion people are going to be dead. I don't know how many of the 2 billion in 2 years, 3 years from when they took the shot. I don't know. Kind of like a horror scene. You can imagine. I can't imagine that, man. Trump's out there doing his thing. People, he's not going to save this country. You're going to save this country. Man, you got to get up. Start rising up. Fight for our freedom. Do what you can. I'm doing what I can here. I got to make everything nice and neat for my family first. And wherever the good Lord calls me, that's where I'll go. That's what I'll do. I've lived almost 60 years in this life. I just cannot believe where we're at right now. But, you know, the scripture's very clear on it, man. It's not going to get much better. It's just going to... We can fast, we can pray, we can put it off. But, you know, eventually it's going to do what the good Lord has written on there. I get up, I got to get some more supplies. I didn't get enough down there. Got tons of nails. Got 2,500 nails for the past load. I've got a box of 16 penny out there. Gotta get a chicken coop, dude. I gotta get my chickens in. I gotta get out there. I gotta till that ground. I've gotta get the my collards in the ground so they can start growing. If we're still here this summer, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grow melons, cantaloupe melons. That's what I was thinking about doing. Cantaloupe melons and greens, collard greens. I love collard greens. They're really good. One thing I've noticed, I don't know what's going on. I've started having nosebleeds. Left side. I've never had nosebleeds. I think 3 or 4. I had one the other day, man. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, I don't get nosebleeds. Why am I having nosebleeds? It can't be because it's dry, because I'm down here in the south. A lot of moisture. The sun read that it might be iron that I'm lacking, because at work I sweat a lot. I mean, I sweat more than anybody else. But I'm hairy, so we'll have to figure out what's going on there. Well, I got to get dressed. I got to get down the road. I got things to do. Remember, people, God loves you. Read your book. My God, read Matthew. Above all, read Revelation. It's the only book that promises you a blessing if you read it. And those who can see and have ears to hear. Do you have eyes to see and ears can hear? Can you see past your own nose of what's really going on? Quit living in this carnal life and start seeing spiritually. If you can't, fast. That'll launch you into it quickly. Anyways, God bless. Read your book.